Here's how to apply for your first U.S. passport. Hello and welcome to the Immigrant Lawyer. My name is Leah and I'm a California licensed attorney. In this video, we'll go over how to apply for your first U.S. passport, including what documents you need, where to submit your application, as well as processing times and fees. You can use your U.S. passport not only for international travel, but also as proof of your U.S. citizenship and as a valid government-issued photo ID. To apply for your first U.S. passport, you will need proof of your U.S. citizenship, a valid government-issued photo ID, the completed DS-11 form with one color passport photo, and the proper application fee. Proof of your U.S. citizenship includes your U.S. birth certificate if you were born in the U.S., or if you recently obtained your U.S. citizenship, this would be your certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship. Examples of your valid, unexpired, government-issued photo ID include an in-state driver's license, your current foreign passport, as well as the certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship, which can double as both proof of your U.S. citizenship as well as a valid ID. Now, for the actual application form itself, which is the DS-11, you can access that online through the U.S. Department of State website at this link here, and fill it out online, print it out, and attach one passport photo in color, which you can get at your local pharmacy like Walgreens, CVS. They all have passport photo services. For the passport application fee itself, this depends on whether you would like to just get the passport book, which is the blue passport that we often see and can be used for land, air, and sea travel, international travel, the passport card, which is valid for land travel to Mexico or Canada, as well as certain seaport entries from the Bermuda, for example. You can also apply for a combo of both the passport book and the passport card in the same application. And if you go to a passport acceptance facility such as a U.S. Postal Service office, your local library, or the city government, some cities and towns, the local governments also offer U.S. passport services. These facilities charge an acceptance fee of $35. And if you have an immediate need for international travel and need your passport in a shorter amount of time, there is also an expedited processing for an extra fee of $60. And all these different fees and totals will be listed in the description box below. Once you have your completed passport application materials, including the DS-11 form with one color passport photo, the original and one photocopy of both the proof of your U.S. citizenship and the valid government-issued photo ID, and your passport application fee, you can look for your local passport acceptance facility online at the Department of State website, which I'll link here. Or if you have an immediate need or urgent need to travel, if you're traveling in 3 weeks or less, you will need to go to a passport agency or center, which you can also find here. Some of these facilities may require an appointment, so make sure to check with the facility you plan to go to if they require that you make an appointment before you go, because oftentimes passport lines, especially during peak travel seasons, can be very long and busy. So to save yourself some time, check in with your local facility to see what their requirements are. Oh, and before I forget, if you are currently outside of the U.S. or you'll be applying for your U.S. passport in another country, you can do that through your U.S. embassy or consulate where you're staying. So you can find your local U.S. embassy or consulate through this link here. At your in-person passport application appointment, the agent will check your application materials, make sure everything looks good, and they will take the original of the proof of your U.S. citizenship. So whether this is your U.S. birth certificate, certificate of naturalization, or certificate of citizenship, and they will need to ship this off to the U.S. Department of State to complete processing of your passport application. And they'll need to see the original to verify your information, but they will of course send this back along with your approved passport. So once your application is processed and approved, you likely get 3 separate pieces of mail, including your passport book, passport card if you ordered one, as well as the original of your proof of U.S. citizenship. Processing times for the U.S. passport application are 6 to 8 weeks for routine regular processing, 2 to 3 weeks for the expedited processing. That includes the fee of $60. So this is if you have an immediate need to travel, and if you have an urgent need to travel within 14 calendar days, then there's also urgent processing that you'll need to go to the passport center or agency for. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more U.S. immigration and travel videos like this one. See you next time here on The Immigrant Lawyer, and wishing you happy travels.